Since a boy, I've tried to save money and live within my means. I was trained that way by my parents. And so I've never liked paying full price for things. I like deals, I like discounts, I like coupons. And so I want to chat with you a little while about some ways you may be able to save on your grocery bill. You know, our grocery bills are really escalating right now. As of yesterday, I saw the index on inflation is 7.12%, 7.12%, and it seems to be escalating. So that includes groceries, includes gasoline, lots of things, but our food bills, our groceries, they are escalating. And so let me tell you some ways that maybe you can save a little on your grocery bill. Number one, look at the store brand, the generic brands versus the name brands. Now, sometimes the name brands really taste a lot better. And so now, Renee and I, at 58 years old, sometimes we'll just splurge and buy those name brands. But most often, we just buy the store brands, friends, and they're a lot cheaper. And in many cases, you can't taste the difference. In fact, there's one kind of ice cream that my wife likes that she prefers the store brand over the name brand. And I'm telling you, the store brand is probably half the price of the name brand ice cream. So I'm kind of happy that my wife likes the store brand. It's a lot cheaper. But number one tip is consider buying store brand versus the name brand. Then secondly, sometimes it makes sense to buy in bulk rather than small sizes. That's not always the case. You know, look, I can buy this 1,000 eggs. Well, that's too many eggs, okay? You're not going to use that many. But most often, I get the 18 eggs instead of the dozen eggs. Oh, it's just a fraction cheaper per egg. But it's fractions over time, over a lifetime, that makes some difference. And it's not just about the eggs, but in everything. Buying a little larger size often is a little cheaper per ounce. Now, you need to look at it. I have found times that it was not cheaper per ounce or per pound in the bulk. You need to look, you need to know a little math, have a little calculator with you or so forth. But a second way to save some cash over the long haul is buying bulk rather than smaller sizes. Then number three, know your stores. Some stores are just cheaper than others. Now, some stores are just cheaper in certain items. Some stores are cheaper overall. There is a grocery store that I do the vast majority of our grocery shopping because it overall is cheaper. There have been a few times that it has not had something my wife really wanted, and I had to go to another store to get that because she really wanted it, and I want to make my wife happy, you know. And so I've had to go to another store to buy it. But I like the cheaper stores. There are absolutely different prices at different stores, and so you need to learn how to shop at the cheaper stores. Then number four on my list, use coupons. Even today, I used a coupon on something my wife and I bought. And on lots of items besides food, you can get coupon codes online and so forth. Always try to find these discounts. I like discounts. And so find coupons, use coupons, keep up with your coupons, keep them in your car if you need to. That's actually what I do. I usually put my coupons in my car so I don't forget them at the house. And so I've got a little place where I keep those coupons. Next on my list, use the pickup service, at least at times. I often like going through and shopping myself. I just somehow think I can make the very best decisions that way, but it takes time. So when you take your time into account and so forth, using that pickup service might be a very good choice for you. And it also helps in regards to impulse buying. You know, stores are great at impulse buying. Right there at the checkout, there's these little things that are just kind of talking to you. Hey, buy me. Why don't you look over here and buy me? Impulse buying. The stores are great at it. And look, we all like to splurge. I do too. And especially when you have children, you just like to buy things for your kids and do things to show them, I love you. And so impulse buying is not terrible, but you've got to stay within budget and within control, live within your means. So perhaps consider the pickup services. Now, here's my next little tip. Stop wasting. Studies have been done that half of the food that we Americans buy at the grocery store ends up not even being eaten, that it gets thrown away. Now, there's going to be some waste. You're not going to eat 100% of everything. I understand it's not going to be 100%, but 50%, that's wasteful. There's nothing wrong with eating leftovers. Nothing at all. And being good stewards of the food we have. There's people around the world that live on almost no food whatsoever. And there's lots of reasons for that. There are political leaders of certain countries that are just absolutely cruel to their people, and they would not even allow humanitarian aid from America. So there's lots of reasons for people not having food. But we want to be good stewards of what we have right here in America. I live in Virginia, and I want to be a good steward of what I have here in Virginia. So stop wasting. Only buy what you need. Don't overbuy things that you will never, ever use. And then the things you do buy, use them. All right, the last little tip, I want to leave in the comment section an app that I use. It's called Ibotta, Ibotta, and I'll leave my link, and it's got a referral link. And yes, I will get some money for you signing up under my link, but you will also get some money for signing up. And currently it's $10. Now, when you watch this video, it may not be a $10 bonus. I don't know what it'll be, but I save money every single year using Ibotta. And I'm glad I've got it. It's a little hassle. It is. But, we want to be good stewards. I use that phrase a lot, but I want you to be thinking that way. Being good stewards so that you can give and be generous in other areas of your life and not overspend on things. So consider signing up for Ibotta. Now, in the comment section, why don't you leave some additional tips that you have found that works very well for you and your family about your grocery bill? What are some things that you do to reduce prices? And then I'm going to ask again, if you like these videos, if you find them helpful, why don't you subscribe and why don't you give a like to this video? God bless.